Hello guys, it's Sakuems. So welcome back. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I wanted to do an update. It's been a long time. I haven't done a vlog in a hot minute. Last time you saw me, I was pretty unhealthy looking. I had the surgery and everything. So, well, first things first. This is how it looks now. It's been more than a month. So yeah, actually, it's been five weeks post up. Can you show? I can try to look at the lens. But I don't know how to look at things. But it's completely healed. I mean, not entirely. There's a tiny bit left. It's a bit pinkish. But also I am not done yet. If you can look straight at my face, I still have this going slightly to the left because I have to put back the glasses. Because the surgeon, I went to my post-op appointment, and the surgeon confirmed that he did in fact, I guess, fixed about 70% of it. So I have to go back for last surgery in the fall to fix the remaining 30-ish%. So that's why I don't have like a perfectly straight vision, but yeah, this is basically how it looks so far. So I'm quite happy. I'm getting used to it. It's definitely feels like a shorter version of how I like was used to look. I mean, it's kind of strange. My surgeon said that before surgery, my vision was not normal. I wasn't supposed to be able to look so much to the left. So now it's basically fixed. But because my right eye is quite dominant, I still don't have a lot coming like from this side. So it feels very much, I don't know, like I'm missing something, but not a lot more than what I used to have. It's pretty much the same. If I'm focused enough and not tired, I don't have double vision. But if I am a bit tired and everything, I tend to have this like a second image. And I asked the surgeon if I had to go through like some sort of training or like therapy, like any kind of physical therapy for the eye itself, and it's actually not recommended. He said that I actually shouldn't do it at all because if I do it, I'm gonna be so confused and it's gonna be so messing with my brain and everything. I can't see in 3D because I don't have the brain cells themselves. They didn't learn that, so that's why I can't really see like any regular person using both eyes. So I'm just like, okay, sure, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do much more than that. But so I'm doing a lot better from this actually. And yeah, I wanted to vlog a bit. I haven't in a long time, and it's gonna be complete like unscripted, like just like raw file using my phone because it's easy. I have been struggling mentally and physically. I already have talked about it before. I'm talking about it on my social media, trying to stay positive in a life that has brought to me many things that I'm grateful for, but also struggling with a lot of different things that I wish I wasn't struggling with, financially, physically, mentally, my health, my physical and mental health, and just overall the way I'm navigating things right now is pretty fragile. I have to prop the phone somewhere so I can talk, and I will also show some of the artworks that I'm working on. Not going to just talk because that would be kind of boring, but I still wanna, you know, uh, I need to voice some of things in my head right now. I need to do something. So yeah, I need to talk. And I'm gonna show you what I've been working on. I'm gonna show you stuff. I have tons of artworks that have been ready. So I wanna talk. I wanna talk about very serious things that I already talked about it on my channel, but I feel like I'm getting to a point where like I don't know how to improve what I'm dealing with. I really don't know what to do, because the more I try, the less I feel any sense of relief or accomplishments or stability. Like I really don't know. Um, I already said on this platform and on every of my platforms that I've been struggling mentally and physically for various reasons and various things. I have like three chronic illnesses. One is diabetes. I have also fibromyalgia, and I have IBS. Like I have a very sensitive digestive system. Those three are bringing extreme exhaustion, and I also have anxiety on top of that. And I already talked about it. So, mentally and physically, it's always a struggle. Sometimes I'm doing better, sometimes I'm doing really bad, and have been on and off the last couple of weeks. But I've been so stressed out. I think the anxiety was really the strongest. Being very much completely unable to focus on the moment, and it's hard. So I'm trying not to like amplify it by being really like with the anxiety kicking in, but also I am concerned and worried about very specific things that fuel the anxiety in me, and those things are valid fears. I am struggling financially. I'm struggling physically, like I can't do what I want to do. I have like a lot of different pains, like the pain levels fluctuates. I'm maintaining some sort of balance because my health is number one priority, and then second comes the work. But also, I don't have the luxury to not work. I don't have, I mean, I have a support system, even financially. Like, I'm not struggling to pay the bills per se. I can pay my rent, but I can't do much more because I can't save any money. I'm losing all my savings every month. I'm going, like, I'm wondering if I should even go on holidays, how I would pay for vacation. Would I need, how do I pay for a break? How do I pay for any of the things that brings me joy? I don't know. I don't know right now. I can try to save up from what I'm making, but I'm not making much, so I don't know what to do. And I don't have that luxury to just be like, okay, I'm sick. Let's just take some weeks off, rest, and figure out a way to still make a living. I even searched for jobs yesterday. I was looking for like an hour ish from different places in the fields that I'm familiar with, that I'm actually skilled for. So, any graphic design, any kind of like marketing or any communication skills, any kind of jobs that would require for me to speak English, that's an asset, but I don't have anything because I don't have a driver's license, which I'm going to pass, but I don't have a driver's license and I am chronically sick. So who's going to hire someone who has never worked, who is chronically sick, sick and tired and doesn't know how to drive? It's not that I don't want to, but I know also for a fact that it's going to be so hard on my system because I am always in pain. Um, I think pretty much every day there's some sort of level of pain, and sometimes it's really high. Sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's both. Lately, the last couple of 15 days, I had like an entire week completely off. I was so miserable and I wanted to cry every day. Then I got a bit better. I was pretty energetic and I was like really up. And I went downhill yesterday. And looking at my life, I'm trying my best to not um, be like too hard on myself and too hard on the picture itself, because I have a great support system. I have a loving boyfriend. I have friends. I have my family. Um, I have like resources. I have projects. I'm working on a lot of things. There's a lot to be grateful for, and thank goodness that I have that. Because if I didn't have all of this, I don't think I will be able to keep going. Like yeah, I don't know what I would do really, and juggling with my physical and mental health is still like a lot of work. So of course, um, something has to give in, and I don't know what the right expression is, but like if I want to be able to be well, I mean, my health is number one priority. But to be well, I also need to fix my financial stability and my work. If the work was working, if I didn't have to worry too much about finances, and if I had been in a position where I felt like things were working enough for me to be able to make a living, I think it will help a lot with a lot of my mental and physical health. Now, if I was better, if I felt better, I will also be more equipped and have more energy and just be more up to the game, like to be able to work, actually to just make the effort and work even harder, which I already have been doing. But like it's a very much like a everything is kind of connected. If you don't feel well, you can't really work, but if you work doesn't work, you kind of feel unwell, and it's just like a vicious circle. Like I don't know where should I put the input. And on top of everything, so I have all of those elements not working really, but even when I do put the effort and I'm trying my best, improving things, making live streams, I'm doing like coffee and Patreon, I'm trying to produce content, I'm working on like artworks and digital like coloring pages. I have an event in the fall which I'm hoping is gonna like, I don't know if it's gonna bring any money, but at least I'm not losing money because I already have the setup ready. But I'm saying that on top of everything, even if I'm doing all of that, I am completely invisible online. I am at a point where I feel like content is being so highly consumed that I don't even see the work of other artists. Rarely, actually. We have so limited attention span, we have limited reach, and social media is pretty saturated. I have tons of followers, I'm losing subscribers all the time, I have very little views. I have been trying to post on different social media. I am a bit more active on TikTok because it's picking up a bit more, but generally speaking, I have no freaking idea on how do I even bring to you, sorry, how do I even bring to people what I'm making if they don't see it? Why would I even I mean, you can have the best project ever if you're a musician, a writer, like any kind of profession really. You have an amazing idea, you have the great content, you work hard, you create something, a product, like anything, you're proud of it. Then you have to make it seen. You have to make it available to people to be seen in order for them to support you. If nobody sees what you're doing, you are completely irrelevant. It's not going to work. You can't just magically post on social media or any kind of distribution system really. You can't just make it happen magically just by, hey guys, I make this, please just support myself. Sorry, I am pretty sick. You can't just make it like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to get in factor a lot of different things. There's already a lot of people doing it. There's a lot of like there's the algorithm, like all the like knickknack of like how to actually use the tool itself to be able to be seen. The way consumer works now, consuming is different. People have more likely to spend less money. They turn a lot to more cheaper alternatives. There's the AI tsunami really that just went on our job, like the career and like the everything about that is being affected by it. And I noticed that in terms of like the way I was making the majority of my living situation, like making a living, was about the coloring pages, and there's a lot of AI coloring books. So why would people pay, actually artists to make it? Now, don't get me wrong, I do have a lot of support. I have countless like hardcore fan base. They're buying my artworks, they're buying my books. I'm still making some sales, some of there's things are happening still, but it's pretty low. It's very much the lowest it has been in years. And the thing is, though, there's like this giant influx of costs of living, rent and groceries, and everything is getting more and more expensive, but I'm making less and less money. So I am digging up my savings, and I can't find a proper job. I can't get. I'm not sick enough, so I have some sort of help financially. Like I don't have access to that either. Yeah. It's not a fun time. It's not a fun time, and it hit me as I was looking at my recent saving account, and I'm like, okay. And then I went ahead and also checked what was coming next. In terms of income and everything, I checked my Etsy store, and this is it. This is the month of June. It's been like 14 days so far, and I've made 66 euros, which is, I think, I've never made this little. I think I made maybe this amount when I was starting out on like the old store that I was running in 2016-ish, and in a week, like I don't think I've ever made this little, actually. And I don't have just Etsy. I have also some other income sources, but it's pretty low. I have like some on Coffee. Thank you if you are supporting me on Patreon or Coffee. I have like about like 50 euros, which is nice. I really appreciate that. I'm so grateful that I have a few people just being here, but it's not enough to make a living. Like you can't. I mean, just picture that. It's, first of all, it's a turnover. This is not my net uh, amount. Like I'm paying taxes on that. So I don't have a lot left. And actually on Etsy, I don't have anything left because I'm paying some marketing costs and insane fees every days of the month. And so I'm trying to be able to reinvest some of the money that I'm making. So I basically have nothing left on Etsy. So for the next month, for July, so far, I have nothing. I have no professional income coming. So, you know, I'm still making stuff. I'm still working. I'm still making content, creating art, making TikToks, have tons of artworks. I'm going to show you that because I need to end this on a happy note. But I'm just saying, people are going to be like, oh, bitch. Yes, I'm going to be very honest. Oh, this bitch is always complaining. She's always just been like on YouTube for the last decade, and she has been on and off, and every time she comes back, she complains and asks people to buy stuff. I am not doing that. I mean, yeah, I'm complaining. I am being real. I'm not complaining. I'm being freaking real. This is a shitty time to be an artist. I know a lot of people who are making so much money and a lot of people who are making nothing. And I'm being privileged. I am in a position where I feel still privileged because I am in a country that does help people. I still have a support system. I have money coming every month to help me from the government, which I'm so grateful for, because if I didn't have that, I would be pretty much doomed and would be moving back with my mother. I am so grateful that I still have a lot of people following me. I'm still grateful that I have a lot of supporters. I'm still so freaking grateful that some of you guys are actually able to support me. I'm just saying that I don't know how much how for how long I'm going to be able to handle the situation of being in of being just constantly worried about how I'm going to make it. I don't want to be successful. I don't want to be rich. I'm not thriving for numbers. All I want is to be able to support myself for basic freaking needs. Enough of that, like trying to be like super positive and to think like, okay, things will turn around, I'm gonna be okay. No, 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 no. Things are not turning around. It's been months, if not years, of me trying to break free from this freaking mold of being sick all the time and struggling to create content, figure out what people would actually like from me. By liking, I'm not saying like, okay, guys, like, what would you like for me to make? I'm trying to find a way, first of all, making what I want, making products and content, creating stories. I don't know, just making something that I'm truly proud of, that I'm happy with, and I want to share it to the world, and hopefully people will actually like it and be able to get it if they want to, which was the case for a long time, but now it's pretty much getting downhill. I don't think coloring books are as popular as like in like 3 years ago ish. But I'm just saying that if I'm putting the effort, I have tons of things. Like, I may show you, like, I'm working on stuff. I am making artworks. I've created where is it? I've created this, spent like 2 hours on this. I'm like, just like nice little poppy flower. Really happy with that. I also finished this cute tree. I'm doing a TikTok for this one, but I haven't edited the yet. Nice little gouache artwork. I've sketched this like little like Japanese house. I'm filling up the sketchbook. What else is in here? I'm just like finishing up this. Not weird texture, but like I use a different setup for this, and I don't really like the outcome, so I'm trying to fix that. But anyways, I'm making art here. I have tons of artwork behind me. Stuff like this one. It's not done yet. This is for my art book, which I'm working on, and I have also her, just being in the process. I have more to show you, but it's in the giant pile, and I'm finishing up this girl. I'm quite happy with her. I actually think she's one of my best artworks so far. I really like the style, really like the look of it. I really like taking my time making it. I really like having fun with colors. I am so much like productive anyway. I'm making a lot of things. I am working hard on creating content for my coffee account. I'm trying to make like exclusive like little line work. I am doing stuff, but like it doesn't bring anything. It's just for my own enjoyment. I am quite happy in sorry, in a sense of like feeling like I'm developing my art style. I'm trying to figure out a way to know how to tell stories in my artworks. I'm trying to venture out to like more landscapes or patterns and abstract work, because I don't want to just do like pretty girls with flowers, because I've used to do that all the time. So I'm trying to venture out in like different paths. But all of that process, first of all, making this already took me, I don't know, 10 plus 15 hours. I don't know. A lot of time. And I still have a lot of work to do on this one. So I can like maybe do like 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 artworks each month, original art. And then I can put that up on the store. But not everyone has money for an original. And I don't sell prints. I rarely sell prints. So I don't know why people don't maybe like prints as much. I feel like I'm getting very low traffic on the store anyways, because like I said, the algorithm and everything like makes it harder for me to be seen. On Facebook it's pretty hard. On TikTok, slightly better. On YouTube, I've tried longer videos, shorter videos. I don't really get a lot of views. I used to get 500, 600, maybe 1,000. I would be so happy and so down with that. Getting 1,000 views today for me would be magical. My last one got 200, which is like the lowest I have ever had on a YouTube video in a decade. I've never seen such a flop. I know that I posted that on an odd time. It was like 6 p.m. for me or something, which was maybe terrible, but I'm just saying that as much as I would love to make more and create a lot of content and brought this to you because this is what I love to do, which is what I'm good at. I am so fueled by this. I love making art, but I don't have it seen by people. So it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. And all of that is just making me even more worried, because I want to improve my quality of life. I want to feel better physically and mentally. I'm working on that. It's a struggle, but I'm able to do some of it. Like, I'm able to fix some of the issues, and I'm able to maintain a certain level of energy wise, and just a level of comfort, mainly based on my diet and exercise. It does have an impact. I'm feeling better. So I've that. I'm trying different kinds of medication, more natural ones, more controversial ones, but legal. And I'm getting better. Now, from the work point of view, it's kind of a struggle right now. In my personal life, there's some changes, and it's kind of scary because financially, with my partner, we would like to be more stable. We would like to have investments, maybe buy a place, which is impossible to do. It's pretty expensive. Even if we're not in a big city, I've seen the rents, and I'm like, how when did this happen? When I was moving in here, I mean, this place is in the lowest price range, but still, like, my rent here would is like 400 euros. Most rent in this city are like, for this surface and this kind of apartment, it's more like 600. And if we want to get a place with 2 rooms, because we have a lot of things, he's streaming, I have my work, we need 2 rooms, and it's getting to like 700, 750, which is a lot for this specific region. And I'm like, if the more I see it, the more I'm like, where do I cut out things? I mean, mentally and physically, I have to be very careful. I talked about my diet. I have to be very careful. I have to eat properly, proper food. I need a lot of vegetables and fruits. I need to have a lot of protein. I need to have a well balanced diet with actual good products. My main expense is actually food because this is very important to me. I can't just have a shitty diet. I would be extremely sick if I got cheap products. So I'm trying, my best to get that. I still need like some sort of, fueling the passion. Sometimes I buy some Pokemon cards. Sometimes I will go for a restaurant. I'm trying sushi sometimes. I don't do all of that because if I were doing all of that all the time, I would be broke. But I'm trying to find a way to remain smart with spending so I can have some of. I mean, I need to have some sort of things going on that will bring me joy and a sense of like being able to maintain my just having fun and everything like that. I need to have some of that to save my mental health. If I were to cut everything, every like, I guess, what would we call that, extra spending, not necessary basic needs spending. If I were to cut on all of that, I would be mentally completely exhausted. I'm already tired enough, so I can't. I mean, I'm gonna try to take a look. I already have been saving here and there, so I'm careful. Just because I don't know what's coming next, but I'm always doing that, so it doesn't really change much. What is worrying me is the saving account, because at the current rate of like the last couple of years, but at the current rate, I will be broke by the end of the year. I don't have enough for me to survive until the end of the year. Because I'm, like I said, I'm digging in the account every month. Because I don't have enough money every month, and I have more expenses. So you have to take the money somewhere. But I'm like, bitch, I am so. It's weird because I'm still so motivated and so passionate about what I'm doing. I'm working on a lot of artworks. I have tons of books. I can't really show you that, but I'm working on tons of artworks. If you want to see what I'm working on, and you can check the Ko-fi page and my Patreon page because I'm doing a lot of updates on like new artworks coming. I'm doing tons of artworks. I'm experimenting with stuff. I'm creating content for TikTok. I have an art book coming. I have like a giant Halloween release that I'm working on. But the thing is, all of that is going to come out in the next months or so, and that means I have a magical. I don't know. I need magical powers to save me for like the next 2 months because I don't have anything coming out besides like some of the covering pages for the Ko-fi page, and that's it. And on top of that, let's just be like, just icing on the cake. I am in July. I'm gonna be gone for 3 weeks for medical purposes. To help with 2 of my chronic disease, and It's much needed, but that means I'm not going able to be able to work for like almost 3 weeks, which means I have to shut down my body and my brain and allow myself to not work to be able to get the best results out of that. And it's coming really soon. I'm starting on July 8th, so in 3 weeks actually. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to relax and shut off the brain enough to have that being a success in healing myself if I am worried and terrified about just making enough money to support myself. How does it work? How does that even work? I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna dig up the savings again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for rambling. I'm an advocate for mental health, and I'm struggling right now. I'm freaking annoyed. I am tired all the time. I want to work on art, but I'm just so like I hate the fact that every time I work on something, as much as I enjoy it, and I'm dying inside because I am so like annoyed at myself sometimes for thinking that, but I'm so like I'm having a lot of fun. I really like working with gouache and making artwork, and I was just like so happy. But there's always a freaking switch in my brain being like, I hope that this will sell. I hope that this will sell. This is for the company. This is for the store. This is hopefully enough for me to make a living. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell that. I'm always thinking about freaking money because I can't just rely on anything else. Like, I mean, seriously, I feel like making this my career, being a self employed artist, um, was the worst decision of my freaking life. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. I know that I've always been struggling with um, all the company system, having a boss and like a schedule, and I'm pretty much I know I have ADHD. Like really, don't get me wrong. I think I maybe have autism. I don't know. Something is off with me, but I don't care about that. I'm just saying that I know that I've made the decision for very specific reasons. I can't change my past self. When I was 20, I wanted to be an artist, so I followed that path. I am quite proud of myself for making it, for making the change. The change, taking the risk and everything. But in the long run, I think that was a terrible decision because let's just face it, I'm 37 and I am failing. I am completely failing. I'm just barely making it. I'm trying just to get my head above water, but I'm just not there yet. I'm drowning and I need to make changes. I don't know why today. I don't know why now. Maybe because my personal life with my partner is just like evolving as well. We want to make improvements. We want to be I don't know, just better, I guess, in a way. And I don't want my relationship to suffer from that. But I'm like, I don't know what to do really. I don't know what to do besides just keep on trying. But I still think I need to make changes. Maybe in like reaching out to some people, trying freelance work. I mean, I've tried that. I reached out to so many different companies, but I don't have jobs because there's a lot of competition and I don't have the skill set that they're looking for. I am pretty specific. I'm mainly just like a painter. I'm not really a graphic designer. I don't have a portfolio for that. So yeah, I am in a niche kind of, field. And there's a lot of artists who are much better than me. There's also a lot of artists who are not making anything. They're even in at like less than me. So I hope that in some way what I'm working on is gonna pay off. I can't give up. I don't want to give up. I'm never going to give up, and I always said that I'm gonna stay true to myself. I love what I'm doing so much that it's killing me inside that I feel like a failure. Yeah, just I hope that things are gonna turn around. So I made some changes. I actually lowered prices on the store. I had to increase them because Etsy was taking a lot of money. So I was hoping to make a bit more profit, but it's not helping at all. So I've lowered that slightly. So I'm making technically less money. But if I'm getting sales, then I'm, still making more than nothing. But besides that, we'll just see how this goes. I wanted to then out give you like an update. I don't have the kitty with me. I am actually at home because right now I'm staying most of the time with my boyfriends, at my boyfriend's, and my cat is there. So I don't have the cat here. Pretty quiet, but I'm able to focus on work, so it's nice. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't have a lot more updates. This is like a life update, and this is like the life update, sharing nice art, and this is going to be the thumbnail. Hee. I mean, this is the biggest one I can show you because, like I said, the other are underneath a pile of books. The moral of the story is just things are freaking hard, but I am going to just work harder. Life has decided to not give me a break yet, so I'm fighting. I'm still freaking fighting. If you want to help me out, share anything from, maybe not this video, but like share my channel link, share my store link, talk about a video that you liked from me, go like all of my recent posts, comment. Any kind of interaction will help tremendously. If you do want to support on my store, you can check the Etsy or the Ko-fi account as you would like. There's no need for that per se. I'm not making the video to ask you to support myself. I'm making the video so I'm transparent on how I'm doing and what's been going on in my life. There also is a lot of happy things. I have a loving partner who is struggling on its own for other reasons. And I have friends and family, my cat, I have a roof, I have food in my plate. I am okay on a lot of different things. I just want to go the extra mile, at least in some ways, fixing the work financial issues, fixing the health, at least one of those things should be working because I can't struggle on both. Like, I can't. I'm just so tired. So yeah, that's a long video, and if you are still watching, I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. I feel better just talking about it. Thank you so much for watching, for supporting me. Like I said, if you want to help out, you just know how to do it. You can just share anything, any artwork, just talk about me, and spread the word. And if you can support me on the store, I will really appreciate that, but you don't have to do it. I'm still there, I'm not giving up. I am so into this that there's no way in hell I'm going to give up, but I just need to chill out for a second and stop worrying so much. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's it. That's enough. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. I don't know when, but I will give you an update. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.